Okay, so I felt called to share another message because this spirituality awakening thing, man, it can be brutal. And some of us that are just starting or just going through it or just understanding what's going on, like you may feel like you're going insane. You may feel like you're going crazy. I know I did. And mind you, when you feel that way, you're like, should I go talk to a doctor? Should I go do this? Should I go do that? You're right where you need to be. This is a time where you're starting to open up your senses, starting to feel differently, starting to know something is different, not just about you, but about the world around you. And you start questioning things. You start questioning just the littlest things. Like sometimes you may feel like you are like lost. Like you have no idea what the fuck you're doing here. And that's normal. It's scary, but it's part of the spiritual awakening. You know, just learning about the chakras, learning about alignment, learning about spirituality. And that's where you have to be careful too, because there's so many things about spirituality out in the world where you can get so deep where it fucks you up in the worst ways, in bad ways. And that's the thing. It's a test. It's a test that you're going through. It's many tests that you're going through to test how strong you are, to test how mentally strong you are, to test that you are on the right path and that you just have that strength to keep moving forward no matter what little obstacles may be in your way come crashing down. So for me, my transmission blew in my car. I lost my car. There were several towers that were happening physically around me. Some people don't always experience this, but if you are, that's even more scary. So there was multiple awakenings I went through. So I became homeless. I lost my job. I became super depressed. And I was doing certain things that I thought were my purpose, that I thought were leading me in a good direction. But it wasn't. It took me in a whole other direction, baby. But I'm grateful. I'm grateful for it because it helps me continue my awakening. Even the fact coming across spirituality and understanding manifestation and having an altar and doing magic, all these different things that were coming across me. And mind you, I grew up believing that shit was evil, that shit was not real, all these things. So that's even more scarier. And then the fact that I went through all these different traumas, understanding shadow work and the fact that I had all these traumas that I was remembering within myself. And just knowing that, oh my gosh, I literally blocked everything out pretty much. And that was what was really holding me back from my true power, my true potential. And so now I'm at a place where I understand all that. I understand that everything's connected. The trauma, the doubt, the guilt, the shame, all of it. Every single piece. Just look at it as like a big, huge puzzle. And some of those pieces are missing, right? But then the universe likes to drop some stuff through our mind or in the physical or wherever to help us put the pieces together. If you really want to listen to a song, go check out my song Resilience on SoundCloud. It's within the Beautiful Disaster album that I've been working on and creating. So it's only on SoundCloud right now because it's just a demo. It's just a preview. So go check out that song Resilience. If you want to check out the whole album Beautiful Disaster, that's on my SoundCloud, Fifi May Empire. I can try and link it below. But besides all that, even with my music, I was writing all this music, helping me understand, connect the dots as well too. And that's where, my psychic abilities started to kick in. My understanding that I'm an empath and I can feel people's energies. And the fact that there's different empaths. And just all these little things. Even getting a DNA test and connecting the dots about my DNA and my bloodline. All these things have helped me grow into this beautiful, beautiful power today. This light, right? And going through this journey, it hasn't been easy, because even cutting people off, family members, people that you thought were your friends, people that you thought you were going to spend the rest of your life with, relationships. I went through very abusive, narcissistic relationships, friends and romantic, and family. So all these little details were just testing me to get me to where I'm at today. And I'm so grateful each and every one of them. I thank my enemies. I thank my haters. I thank all my trauma and tragedies. I was sexually assaulted. I was raped just a year ago. And I know I can just say, it was just a year ago. But that's how I know I've healed from that experience. And it happened for me, to enlighten me, to be able to help others, to be able to give back and share my story, share my points of view, and relate to multiple people to help them in their awakening, their spirituality, their journey. I also grew up religious, breaking away from the church, understanding all the lies and all the conditioning beliefs that they've taught us over time. And, just knowing that, am I going to go to hell for this? First of all, we have to understand that we've been in hell. I've been in hell. I've been in multiple hells, but Earth is kind of looked at like a hell. It's one of the most dense planets to live on. And it gets so much deeper than that. But if you're just starting on this journey, if you're just beginning, you're right where you need to be. And I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud of you. And I love you. I send you so much healing energy, so much love, so much light to keep going, to keep pushing through. And if you ever need a positive message or a lift me up, please inbox me, comment, whatever it is that you feel the need to do. Go check out my music. I'm also on YouTube as the Ancient One. So I do a lot of longer videos on YouTube. So whatever it is, listen to some positive music. Get into that meditation that helps you. I do a lot of guided meditations, and there's so many things. Be out in nature, work out, go for a walk, do things that lift your spirit. And that's what it's all about. That's what keeps you moving forward, is living right now, living in this moment and knowing you're right where you need to be. And you're just taking those little steps forward. I'm rooting for you, and I got you. And so do your spirit guides and the angels and the whole fucking universe.